For the first time in U.S. history, a Surgeon General is declaring gun violence a public health crisis. He's calling on the country to take action now following mass shootings and unintentional firearm deaths that are on the rise. 7 News Detroit's Brett Cast explains what the advisory says and how one mass shooting survivor is reacting. Brett?
Well, the same weekend as that mass shooting in Rochester Hills, there was also a mass shooting here in Lathrop Village in which 6 young people were shot at a home. It's just one of the many incidents that have led up to this public health advisory.
Firearm violence is a public health crisis. Our failure to address it is a moral crisis.
For the first time in U.S. history, the Surgeon General issuing an advisory declaring gun violence a public health crisis.
We have now reached the point where gun violence is the leading cause of death among kids and teens. The leading cause of death. That is something that we should never take as the new normal. There's nothing normal about that.
We know all too well here in Oxford what the impacts of gun violence can have. It's truly awful.
For teenagers like Dylan Morris, the advisory is welcomed. He was a student at Oxford High School and survived a mass shooting 3 years ago, watching again as mass shootings unfolded at Michigan State University and most recently in Rochester Hills.
For a survivor, it always shakes you up every time that you hear of another mass shooting that has happened either here in the state of Michigan or another country. And even hearing about instances of everyday community violence happening or firearm suicide, that shakes you up too.
According to the advisory, only 1% of gun violence deaths are from mass shootings, but the incidents are rising, causing a collective trauma on society, which the Surgeon General says is having a strong impact on the nation's mental health.
The impact of gun violence is far more far-reaching than we may think. 6 in 10 Americans are worried about a loved one being shot. Half of our kids are worried about a shooting in their school.
The advisory calls for more gun violence prevention strategies, pointing to evidence-based laws that were enacted following past Surgeon General advisories, like those against cigarette smoking and drunk driving.
After each of these advisories, we've seen historic shifts in how we address these issues. And so we're hoping that this will be the same with gun violence.
In response to the advisory, the NRA issued a statement saying in part, quote, "This is an extension of the Biden administration's war on law-abiding gun owners. America has a crime problem caused by criminals."
The issue of gun violence has been politicized and polarized over the years, but my hope is this advisory is that we can actually take it out of the realm of politics and put it into the realm of public health, which is where it belongs.
And according to that advisory, more than 48,000 people died as a result of gun violence in 2022, and mass shootings have also been on the rise with more than 600 in each of the last 4 years. In Lathrop Village, I'm Brett Cast, 7 News, Detroit.